Hey folks, this is Teddy Burris, your LinkedIn coach and trainer, and I got asked a bunch of questions on Quora recently about LinkedIn events, so I thought I'd create a video and just show you high level how to use LinkedIn events. Now let me go to the home page. Now if you have LinkedIn events, you'll see it down here. It'll say events. On the left-hand side of your home page, you'll see events and you'll see the plus. Any event that you're running or attending, you'll see right here under events. Now, if you want to create a new event, you just simply click on the plus. Now, it comes up and it gives you the ability to put an image on the top. Let me add an image. Now, my image is too big, but you can see in the white space right here where the frame is that this is what's going to get seen. So I'm going to apply that. That's fine with me. And there's my banner or event banner image. Then I can add a square image. This right here is a rather small image and it's also going to be square. So let me go grab a square image. I created a 600 by 450. It's going to crop off a little bit because it's, and you'll see that, but I can make this image work. A square image would be better. I'm just going to grab that and move it over here like that. I can zoom in if I want. I can zoom out if I want. And you can change just like with regular LinkedIn imaging, I can change the rotation if I want. I'll go with that. That looks actually pretty neat. Apply. So there's my banner image. There's my event logo image. Now you want to name the event. I really encourage you to name the event thinking keywords of the types of words that your most important viewer think of. So let me come up with one. I'm just going to come up with that. Location. If you're going to put a location, you have to put a location as an asterisk. If it's going to be a virtual, you got to put something. So I put the United States. And then you have to select. You just can't type. You have to select from the list. Now in the venue details, I might put virtual. Or you can put the address in more detail there. Your date and time. So I can make this for the 13th at 8 a.m. to the 13th at 9 a.m. So it's, a 1 hour event. Time zone that the event's in. Now your description, you get 5,000 characters for description here. That's a whole lot of text. So again, I'm going to encourage you to start with words that are the most relevant and focused to your most important viewer and your target audience, and then tell them what to expect of this event. Let me go get some text to put in here. I'll drag this down. So look, I still only use 1,400 out of 5,000. That's a lot of text. So if you're going to type 5,000 characters of text, I really encourage you to be really deliberate about making that highly relevant and focused to your target audience. Check your spelling, make sure that's right. Check your grammar, make sure that's right. And then, again, focus it on. Focus these first few lines on your most important viewer. Very deliberate, focused on them. So that they want to see more about the event. They want to consider clicking the show more based on what you write in these first few lines. Then you have a ticketing website. Now, you can either use a ticketing site like Eventbrite or Meetup. I'm just now playing with Zoom, so my ticketing website might be my Zoom registration for this event. So right now I'm just going to grab the Eventbrite one. Because this is clearly indicating that LinkedIn is not doing ticketing. It is only doing promotions and announcements. By the way, 1,000 characters for a URL. That's extensive. Give you lots of tracking information. Look, you can also decide, is it public or is it private? If it's public, everybody can see it. Anybody can register. Anybody can invite anyone else. If it's private, only those who are invited and who have the link can attend it or sign up for it. If they're not invited, they'll need to get approval to attend. So, but I am an advocate of mostly However, I'm an advocate of your events on LinkedIn should all be public. You really do want to make them public. Why? Otherwise, why would you use a public social media site to promote them? And you might want to read the terms and services for the events. I've read them. They're pretty clear, pretty straightforward. And then once you have it all filled out and you have your image, your logo, the name, the location, the date and time, then you go down here, you can create the event. So you can see I've created this event, and now there's even more work you can do to make your event more visible, of interest, and successful. So first of all, you can invite people purposely. I can click on this invite button. This is really useful because I can select people by location, by their current company, the schools that they're associated with, and the industries they're in. Just like lots of other LinkedIn filtering, I can type up here, transportation, and I can find people who are in the transportation industry that I am connected to, and I can invite them directly to this event. And I just hit the button and select a bunch of people, put a whole bunch of people over the list. I do not know what the maximum is. I haven't experienced that. I've been doing this in groups of 25 recently and being very purposeful about who I invite. Once you select them, you get them over here, you hit the invite button. Another thing you can do is share your event. So I can take my event and I can share it publicly on LinkedIn, okay, through a public share. I can also drop it into for connections only, or I can drop it just like with other sharing. I can drop it directly in one of the groups that I'm in. By the way, you can only drop in one group at a time, but you can come back and do it multiple times. And then I could share it into that group. And anytime I share it, remember, always tell your most important viewer. I would write this a little bit differently. Always write this and tell them why you are sharing this event and why they should consider it. Never share an event without telling your target audience why they should consider it. And then the other thing I can do too is I can post about the event, start a conversation. This post right here, I'm pretty sure is the same thing as start a conversation. It's the same thing. Testing, starting a conversation. So whatever I want to write, again, what's really cool about this post is it's the same kind of post you have on LinkedIn, in LinkedIn groups, LinkedIn company pages, and that is, it's interesting, it still has those there. I want to create a post all about this event. So I want to make sure this post is all about the event. I can have a picture, I can have a video if I wanted to, I can have a document if I want to. Again, just like regular posts, but this post is going to be in this event. So lots of opportunity to invite, to share, to engage, start dialogue. And I also have the share button over here, which I think gives me the same opportunity as this share button right here. And last but not least, I can always grab the URL of the event. So I probably would just strip out some of this stuff here. Control A, Control C. Grab that URL. Let's go look at something real quick. Check it out. Events are totally public. Anybody is looking at that URL. So I could share that URL in a tweet, on a Facebook page, in an email, put it on a website. Anybody can see it, even if they're not logged into LinkedIn. Now, again, in order for them to say they're going to attend, and to see more information, then what they're going to have to do is join LinkedIn or sign into LinkedIn to get more detail. LinkedIn events are very useful for making your event visible, sharing your event with your target audience, inviting people to know more about the event, and driving them to go get tickets to actually register for the event once they decide they want to do that. And I really encourage you to experiment with LinkedIn events, see what happens, see what it can do to help you, help yourself grow your business. I'm Teddy Burris, your LinkedIn coach and trainer, and I hope this is very helpful for you.